legacy of the red, white, and blue.
It's time for Veterans Issues, the show that brings you information about veterans, military, and their family. Now here's your host, Ken Rollins.
Welcome to Veterans Issues. Ken Rollins here. Today's guest is Kathy Colglazier, and she's with the, I'm going to have to read this because she's Operation Director of Tourism at Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports Commission. Of course, that'd be out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, down, we call it T-Town. It's got some very interesting event that's happening down there. It's September the 26th through the 28th. Get you a pen, stay right here. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Veterans Issues. Ken Rollins. Today's guest is Kelsey Colglazier. I thought I was going to have a problem with that last name. Now I got a problem with the first name, Kelsey Colglazier. She's with the she's the Operation Director of Tourism at Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports Commission. Whew, that was hard to say, but anyhow, there's an event that's going on that caught my eye, and I want to tell you about it. And you folks over in the Birmingham area, down in Clanton and all those places, you're going to want to pay attention to this, and even in Calhoun and St. Clair County. So welcome to the show, Kelsey.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Good to see you, and thanks for driving all the way up. Well, you left about 3 days ago to get up here from Tuscaloosa?
Oh, about a day and a half, maybe. No, I'm
we
kidding.
were talking out in the green room about how fast I drove it. I hope no patrolman was out there listening to. We went down there for a day, and I really had to hammer down. Yeah. So this event that we're going to talk about today. It's a family reunion, veterans and family reunion.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
26th of September through the 28th.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
right?
Yes, that's correct.
And tell me how that came about and what it's all about. And
well, this came about it's probably been about a year and a half or so ago. We had an employee come up with the idea. So we started doing some research, and we realized that there are a lot of states that actually do statewide veterans reunions. Many of these reunions are more specific to a certain war or a certain group of people. So it's very rare to see a statewide all veterans reunion.
All branches, Marines, Air Force, Army.
Correct,
okay.
Yes. So we wanted to be different, and so that's kind of what we decided to do, is include everyone. So we just kind of started getting a group of different veterans-related organizations together to get their ideas, to get their input, to see what they felt like we should or should not do. And so that was about a year and a half ago, and here we are 2 weeks away from the event, and we've got many activities planned. Again, it's for both veterans and their family members. Really, there's a whole bunch of different goals out of this. You know, we want to provide an opportunity to give back to our Alabama veterans. We want to provide an opportunity for the Alabama veterans to come together and share stories and create friendships and, you know, be mentors for the younger veterans that we have in the state of Alabama. But we also wanted to bring people to the city of Tuscaloosa and just showcase, you know, how our city has come back so much since 2011 and how we just are growing so much, and just our city is very vibrant right now, and we wanted to showcase that as well.
I want them to notice that from now on, when you're talking about that, what I gripe about on this show, and most of you the regular viewers, is the word veteran. Most people come with, they say veteran. Do you notice she's saying it correctly? Now, you're talking about the revitalization of the city of Tuscaloosa. We all remember April 27th and that image from down there, and so many things came out of that. But one thing I remember is your mayor.
Yeah.
I was saying, let's make this guy our governor. Let's make this guy our president. He stepped up, young man, and handled that situation so good.
Yeah, Mayor Maddox did a really great job, and he continues to do a very good job.
He's still down there.
He is.
He really impressed me a lot. But anyhow, back to this. You say you're talking about, now you're the tourism and the word sport. Tell me how that came to be, because most people would put it with the University of Alabama and that kind of thing.
Yes, definitely. So we are very similar to a Convention and Visitors Bureau. Really, our mission is to bring people to the city of Tuscaloosa to bring an economic impact to our city. 2007, there was an organization created called the Tuscaloosa Sports Foundation. So from a sports perspective, both of those organizations were bringing in sports tourism. They were bringing in sporting events to the city. The city was funding both, and we decided, you know, let's merge the two organizations and let's work together. So that's where the Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports Commission was created.
That phone number, I had it here a while ago. We want the last It's 205-391-9200.
9200, yes.
9200. Anything we're talking about today, they can call that number. And
that's correct.
One of the questions I had is, because it's a 3-day event, one will be, are you working hand in hand with the motels or hotels, or you just know there's a bunch available? And I asked you about the RV, and you said to call that number, and they would tell you those available. Is that where we stand on that?
Yes, it is. We definitely looked at our calendar and made sure it was an off football weekend, so there's no football game in Tuscaloosa on that weekend. So there is definitely hotel availability. We've been really fortunate to have some really great sponsors come on board, Best Western being one of them. And so our host hotel for the weekend is Best Western, but there are a variety of hotels in the community that have rooms available. And you mentioned the RV parking. There are different areas in town that RVs can be parked at. And so like you mentioned, just give us a call at our phone number and we will be glad to provide that information.
And one of I noticed you have like motorcycle riding. Let's see, you had, and you got military aircraft. Is that just going to be on display, or are they going to be flying in, buzzing you?
I wish they'd be flying in, but we have a really awesome Veterans Memorial Park. And within that park, there's a couple, there's a jet on display, there's a helicopter on display. So that's kind of what focuses that area, is that military aircraft display. We've got, if you don't mind, I'll kind of go over the weekend's events and just kind of tell you.
Okay, hit on some of them. She'll let me know. They'll blast me in the ear when we're getting down right out of time.
Perfect, perfect. Well, Friday night is when we have the welcome
26th?
reception. Friday night the 26th, yes. This is more of just a come and go. We are encouraging everyone to register for the weekend, even though it's free. We're encouraging everyone to register online, just so we have an idea of how many people are coming. So for everyone that registers on Friday, they'll come on Friday to get their welcome bag. We have some fun activities planned. We've got Home Depot with their kids' workshop, so there's kids' activities. We've got an Elvis impersonator doing some entertainment. Yes, I think he's going to do some Willie Nelson as well. We've got Best Western's going to have their race car on display. We've got a Hoover aircraft with our Civil Air Patrol. They're going to have that so that kids can kind of play on it. But in conjunction with the welcome reception, BF Goodrich is sponsoring a motorcycle ride. And really that's very simple, but we're just going to have a group of riders get together. They're going to ride through downtown, and they're going to end at the River Market with us welcoming them with our American flags and everything. And so the motorcycles will be on display as well once they arrive. And so the kids can look at the motorcycles, the families can look at it.
See what was making all that noise.
Yes, exactly. So that's Friday night. It's, like I said, very simple, come and go. Food is available, cash bar, just a very fun atmosphere.
Now there's a lot of, when you say the word reunion, as a veteran, my battalions, a couple of them I served in, they have reunions and that kind of thing for that group of people. Paratroopers, they have theirs, and the 1st Cavalry, they have theirs. So this is a generic convention.
Correct.
For Air Force, Army, and Marines, everybody just to come there. It's like a reunion, rather. It's a reunion for all. And it would probably be hard not to find somebody that don't know somebody else that is from Alabama, and you're getting into Tuscaloosa, somebody's going to walk them, hey, I served in that unit too.
Yeah, definitely.
They'll be sporting their colors, I guarantee you.
I think it's a great opportunity, like I mentioned earlier, just to come together and share stories and reminisce on the good times and, just create a kinship,
Well, I'm looking forward to that because one of the guest speakers is a very dear friend of mine, Admiral Clyde Morris. We got to go to a break. Stay where you are. Come back. We got more with Kelsey. Stay right there. Welcome back to Veterans Issues. I'm Ken Rollins, and we're talking with Kelsey Colglazier, and she's with she's the Operation Director of Tourism at Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports Commission. I said it again. And we were talking about an event that's going to be the 26th of September through the 28th, and it's a reunion and a family reunion for veterans and a family reunion, and we talked about some of the things. Now, one of the things, when you come into Tuscaloosa, For the people that's watching out here, you know the area, where's it going to be in relation to the stadium, or is it downtown, or?
That's a great question. Most of the activities are going to take place downtown, within a mile or two of the stadium. So if you're familiar with the stadium, it's very close to that. We have probably about 3 main venues that we'll be using, but again, all very close to downtown. Online at our website, visittuscaloosa.com, does have all of that information. It has the addresses for the venues and everything. So,
is anything that you're doing during those days that's connected with the University of Alabama, or is that open that people could go out there on their own, or is that to see the
stadium?
Yeah.
Campus, I mean, it's a beautiful campus, and there are definitely those opportunities throughout the weekend to go and see the campus and see the stadium. So it's not something that we are doing
not
ourselves.
hand in hand with it,
yes,
yeah. Okay.
But that is an opportunity, most certainly.
You're just doing for the city of Tuscaloosa, and
Correct.
it just happens to be a little college town
Yeah,
down there. Yeah. Little football team
Works
down
out
there.
well for us.
Yeah. we got some more Eagle people around here. I have to be careful what I say. Matter of fact, the pigskin banquet we had here last year, our keynote speaker was Gus Malzahn. You've heard of him, haven't you?
I have heard of him a time or two.
Yeah, and anyhow, but we also had a guy named Nick Saban a couple years before that.
So you're sharing the wealth.
We're sharing the wealth. But anyhow, that's I touched on the parking, and is this, how many of these have you done these before? Is this the birth of it, or?
This is the inaugural year for the Alabama All Veterans and Family Reunion. Our office does facilitate and help with other family reunions, and like you mentioned, so many people have different types of reunions. So we've helped facilitate those before, but this is the first time for this one specifically.
Okay, if somebody wanted to come down there and they're there the 26th and they're going to stay for all the festivities. I noticed there was something about a ball. They have like a dinner or something. Is that, what is it? Tell me about that.
So that's on Saturday. Saturday is a full day of activities.
27th.
The 27th, yes, sir. And the day is going to begin with a veterans marketplace at it's called the Cultural Arts Center. But that is going to be kind of like an exhibit hall for the veterans and their family members. And the way I like to explain it is, it's not going to be just a job fair. It's not just a resource fair. This is an opportunity for veterans and their family members to come and learn about services or benefits or resources that are out there that will enhance their quality of life. So that's all day on Saturday, and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then the military ball is Saturday night, and we're really excited about that.
Where's that going to be held at?
The military ball will be at the Tuscaloosa River Market. It's a pretty new venue. It's been open for about 2.5 years along the Black Warrior River. Great view, so it's perfect for a military ball. That'll begin at 6 p.m. That is the only ticketed event for the weekend, and it does cost.
How much?
So it's $20 per person, $35 per couple, or if you've got a group of friends, if you can get 10 of you together, it's $155 per table.
I don't have any friends, so I would have to.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
What about someone who's not a military person or a veteran or something like that? They just like to participate in it.
You know, we welcome them most certainly.
So they don't have to show any ID or anything.
They don't.
Okay.
We, like I said, this is really, we want to give back to our
You're
Alabama
honoring the veterans and the military.
Yes, yeah. But everyone knows a veteran, and everyone's been impacted by the military in some way or another, so we definitely won't shut them down if they want to attend.
Yeah. And if they're active duty military, this would be a good thing for them to see.
Most certainly.
The one thing I like when people do this is you're showing these people are serving in Afghanistan right now are not veterans yet. They will be veterans someday.
Right.
And this gives them a preview of what they can expect once they get into the veteran world, because there's a lot of things for the veterans world out here. And I heard you say something I picked up on a cultural thing. You know, you're talking about veterans and culture. There's something there that's gasoline and fire. So, no, there's a lot of culture in us veterans, but that is so good that you're doing something like this, because yesterday or the day before I was talking to somebody, asked me why I don't do the Veterans Day program anymore, the Veterans Day parade, and it's like I was giving myself a parade. Every time I put one together, I was giving myself a parade. And I thought that maybe somebody, the community, should take it up. Well, in Birmingham, they do that. The people that's putting on the Veterans Day over there, they they're not veterans at all. They were on the program last week. That's what I love to see, is people that appreciate, like you guys are doing.
Very much so.
And so when you sat down and you started brainstorming, what are we going to do? I think you hit on something that will get bigger each year.
Most certainly. I think you've got to start somewhere, and that's what we're doing this year, and we'll only get better for the years to come. But, you know, and kind of going off of that, we realized too, just through conversations through other veterans, we've realized that our younger veterans coming back really need a mentor. And so we really want to create that opportunity as well, as for our younger veterans to come to this and meet our older veterans who have the experience, who have been back from war possibly, and can just be a mentor for them. So, you know, through this event, we really want to create that opportunity as well.
Well, you're right there. One of our better hospitals in the state of Alabama, the Veterans, the VA did there in Tuscaloosa, and they have nursing facilities and all that stuff, but one of the better facilities, and a lot of people accumulate, I say. There's a lot of people that come into that city for that, and those that come to the VA hospital would love to see something like this, because it's for them. It's like you're pitching a party for the veterans.
Most certainly, and we've been really fortunate to have a great relationship with our Tuscaloosa VA for this event. So they are completely on board. They're going to be a part of it, especially in the marketplace on Saturday. They'll be a part of that. So we've been really fortunate to have some really key people come on board and help us and kind of guide us in the direction that we should be going. So.
Well, this is the people that watch us in Pell City, down in St. Clair County, and over in Jefferson County that's watching us. This is just down the road from you, and if somebody's watching down there because they see deals that we have for one car lot down there, was somebody up your car because they saw it. There's no telling how they see it, ATTU verse or whatever they see on the show, or YouTube or whatever. But is there any place that y'all haven't got to the point of where you're giving discounts for motels or anything like that, are you?
We are working, because this is a very family-friendly weekend and we want to showcase our city as well while people are in town, we are working with different restaurants and different attractions to offer discounted rates or coupons of some sort for people if they want to go out and eat, or if they want to
get a bag. You said something about.
Right. That welcome bag will include all of that information. So we are offering benefits for people to come to the weekend and enjoy Tuscaloosa, and we've been really fortunate.
All right, we're less than a minute. What did I leave out?
We are, let's see, Sunday, the memorial service. Okay. We are going to, again, just another opportunity for us to give back to our Alabama veterans. We're going to have a service at our Veterans Memorial Park. A light breakfast will be served. And then we're going to end the weekend with Visit a Veteran at the VA as well.
That's great. I appreciate you coming all the way up here doing the show, and I hope you have safe travels back.
Thank you.
And I hope that this event is the best ever, and that we do it again next year.
Most certainly. Thank you.
Thank you a lot, Kelsey. We're going to go to a break, come back. I got news you can use. Stay right where you are, get that pen. Welcome back, and thanks to Kelsey for coming down and talking to us today about that big event on the 26th to the 28th there in Tuscaloosa. I hope that all of you out there, if you're not going to go, that you'll pass it on to somebody that might be interested in doing something like that week. If you got a veteran in your family, that'd be a good gift to give to them, to go down there and have a reunion. And I guarantee you they'll meet somebody that they can relate to, because that's what us veterans do. We find, hey, I was in that outfit, and they said I was in that outfit. Next thing you know, they've made a new friend or whatever. So keep that in mind, and go down to Tuscaloosa if you can on the 26th through the 28th. And thanks again to Kelsey. Now remember my phone number that I'm using, my cell phone number, 239-9234, 256-239-9234. It's right here on the screen. You can. That's the number I appreciate if you'd use in contacting me, and you can text me at that number. A lot of you are doing that. My email address is on there also. And those are numbers that I keep putting it on like nobody talks to me, but if you knew how my phone rings 24/7, you know that I'm not begging for calls, but I am there if you need me. I got to give a shout out to William Hudson, Mr. Education. That's all I can say. Anybody that had anything to do with education in Calhoun County, William Hudson had something to do with it. and he's a leader in the community, and I appreciate him. And if I don't give him a shout out, he's going to hurt me. So that's one of the reasons I do it. No, he's a good man, good friend, and anybody that's got the car that's a serviceable car you want to donate for a tax credit, I'm the guy. Get that number that I put on there. That's the number you call if you got one, and you get a write-off for your taxes. And let's see, the law enforcement tag, I always talk about that. It's for the whole state of Alabama. If you got a car that's blue, red, green, or purple, then we got the tag that matches that. The law enforcement tag is a universal tag. It honors all of the fallen at the National Memorial in Washington, D.C., as well as the one we're building here in Anniston. And a portion of the proceeds from that tag go to do that. And I want to, if you look into, if you miss the shows, go to WEAC TV 24, Veterans Issues on demand, and you can pull up any of our shows that you might have missed. Pretty good information on here, I think, and a lot of people say it's great information. Now, the Cheehaw Regional Humane Shelter out there needs something that, if you know about those wooden spools like wire and plumbing, that thing comes on, they need some spools for their cat pens out there. I ain't not going to say a cat houses, but their cat pen. I took one out yesterday, and the joy they saw when they saw me unloading the spool. So if you got a spool like it, give me a call. I'll pick it up, and we'll get it out there to them. And they put carpet on it and make a place for the cats to climb on, and I'd never thought of nothing like that. But that's something that you can really help out if you've got a spool, wooden spool, like the cable and electrical comes on. That's I'd appreciate it if you give me a call. Now the DAV, our local DAV, is trying to get another van to replace the one they got. They need $15,000. Raise your hand out there if you got the $15,000. And it's Chapter 98 here locally that got to raise $15,000. That takes this is the van that leaves at 6:30 every morning, takes the veterans to the Birmingham VA. And then, of course, they don't just take them over there; they bring them back home also. And they need $15,000, and that money is matched by someone else, by Columbia Trust, and we'll get them a 2014 12 to 15 passenger van to take them over. So, if you'd like to help on that, give me a call at that number. I've got a number here that I can pass on to you, but I'll do that when you give me a call. So. This week's shout-out goes out to all the folks down in Tuscaloosa that was here with Kelsey and all of them that are doing that for the veterans, and we wish them a whole lot of luck, and we'll just give them a salute. So this is for you guys that's all working on that, and we'll see you next week here on Veterans Issues. Salute.